It's a summer weekend in New York City, and I know you want to go out and laugh. Don't worry, I got you covered. This is Alexandra Deglise for Modern Wall Street, and I'm the Artmaniac. We're in front of Caroline's on Broadway, one of the biggest comedy plays in the U.S. and the number one in New York City. Charlie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., you name it, they've all performed here. And we're about to get in and meet the next big thing in the comedy world, Sugar Sammy. We are with Sugar Sammy, the up-and-coming man of the comedy scene here at the Carolines, and he's going to play 3 nights, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You've been touring all over the place right now. How many countries have you performed in?
We counted 29 so far.
29.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And how many languages do you speak?
4, yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people who speak way more. A lot of Europeans speak 6, 7, 8. So I'm jealous of them. Yeah.
All right,
No.
that's really, really, really impressive. Are you ready for New York? It's a really rough audience. You know that, right?
I love New York. I'm up for the challenge. I did a French comedy festival here last month, and I did one show in English where it was half Americans, half French, and then one for just French. And I've done France. So once you've done France, you can handle anyone.
Right.
Yeah, because French audiences are rough, but in a different way. They're like very quiet and judgmental. So I can handle a New York audience.
So that's the thing. You've been living in Paris for a while.
That's right. Yeah, I've been living in Paris for the last year, and then otherwise Canada the rest of the time. Yeah.
And so you would say that the French audience is more judgmentally silent.
Yeah, they like judging more, and you know they appreciate comedy. But you know, there's always ways to get them out of their shell. You got to shock them out of it. So once you shock them, they love that. You know, they love that kind of abuse from a comedian. But with New York, I like it because crowds are responsive in the States. They like they like interacting. They like chatting, and I love that. I love that interaction with the crowd. Yeah.
How do you do that? Does it come naturally? Do you spot someone and then decide to go with this person?
Yeah, it's just natural. I feel like with me, I mean, I know my material so well that there are times where just to challenge myself, just to add something new every night, every show, I like working with the audience just to get that going, just to make sure that I still have that fire for the comedy. For me, that's a challenge, is finding that new joke or that new material in the audience that night that's never going to happen again.
Did you ever have someone react really badly to them being on the spot?
No. I mean, usually you could pick them out. If they're participating is they want to be part of the show. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy. When people don't want to be a part of the show, you can tell really quickly, and you move on to the people who do. And you'll always find those gems in the audience, Yeah, there's some people who come and they're obviously drunk and belligerent. They want to be a part of the show too much, and I have my tricks to put them in their place as well.
All right, so how long have you been doing this? Obviously a long time.
Yeah, I've been doing it 20 years. Yeah, so it's been 20 years that I've been doing stand-up, and the last 12 professionally. So it took a while to get running, but once it took off, it just went,
But you look 20.
Yeah, I got a great girlfriend. She keeps me young. Yeah, she takes really good care of me. So this is the result. So take care of your man.
Well,
this is what happens.
We thank the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you have other dreams that you want to chase? Is comedy your thing? Do you think that you want to stay in stand-up? I know that you were in a series in Canada for 2 years.
Yeah.
Do you have other big dreams?
For me, I mean, stand-up has always been the dream. For me, it's always been being able to be up on stage and just do this for the rest of my life. That's all I needed, So everything else is just the cherry on top. So yeah, I've done some TV, some film. There's other projects that are in the works, but they're never gonna be at the expense of my stand-up career. For me, stand-up is where I've always been happiest, where I've always been comfortable. It feels like home to be up on stage. Every day that I'm not up on stage, I'm a little bit more depressed than days that I'm on stage. So I love being up there. I love writing material, and I love bringing it up on stage. It's always been my dream, and I'm living it right now. So I'm just appreciative of where I am right now, and just want to continue doing this forever.
You told me that in the U.S. you were kind of starting because you're huge in America, in Canada, you're huge in France.
Right.
So you're here to conquer the U.S. And you did a comparison that was brilliant. You called yourself the...
What? Yeah, no, we were. This was off camera. She's like, so you did well in other countries, and now you're trying to break into the States. I'm like Ricky Martin in 1997. In America, just trying to find my path.
Yes. Yes. And I would love.
I was a joke. I was joking.
To see you do Ricky Martin. Right
No way, you do it. You, like even the cameraman's like, don't do it, man.
Sugar Sammy, thank you so much for having us today here at Caroline's. You're gonna own that stage the 13th, 14th, and 15th. You guys, you come because this guy is super awesome. He will just bring the place down. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.